there's gas in it. In case you've ever wondered, gasoline does not make a good coffee creamer. Oh. All right, I broke down, made an executive decision, and ordered all the brake parts for the Chrysler. Well, not all of them. 3 brake hoses, rear wheel cylinders, and a front left caliper. I would have ordered a front right caliper, but I couldn't find one. If I mention the lines on this car, look at those hips. The Coke bottle styling was alive and well in '79. So that'll be a job for another day. And in the meantime, I just need it out of the way. So what's it start like today? Wow. Okay. And look, the clock is still right. You know, I really like this thing. Hey, the brake pedal still does something after all that work. It's just not great. Actually, that's pretty decent. As I'm slamming around, sloshing the crappy old fuel in the tank, there's a warning light right there coming on. Aww, that's not ideal. I decided to throw a little extra oil in the engine. I don't want to blow it up. I'm going to get an oil filter adapter gasket too, but not this minute. It's fine, Bino. I have more. Original Chrysler piece versus aftermarket junk. Here's how much fuel was left after that last little run up and down the street. None. So, really curious how I made it back here. Why am I hearing Gordon Lightfoot right now? Okay. Now, I've mentioned this before on the channel, but I have a long storied history of ruining batteries, sending them into cooling fans and radiators and that sort of thing. So a hold down of some kind, that's mandatory equipment for me. Now, I don't know if the brakes working today is just like magic or if it's like my imagination, but I do know that you don't look a gift horse in the butt. And it was profoundly disappointing to not be able to properly test drive this in the first video, so I think it's time to do that. Extra fuel, might need that.
You look right out on this summer day. Here.
Video still works. That's cool. Oh, the temperature gauge is reading now. That's cool. Still no oil pressure though. Oh, you know what? As with other journeys like this, I've decided having my wallet in my pocket probably a good idea. It feels like there's a horrible lump or something in the rear left tire. Yeah, something in the front end, a little loose. Maybe the oil leak will magically fix itself like the brakes. Would it be funny if I ran into the Volare? I think so. Guess we should test the power. No accelerator pump. And I think the secondary blocker is holding the throttle from getting the full. Does that blinker blink or not? Oh, that one does, but this one doesn't. I don't know why. Third gear. I think that's all tire. Shouldn't come as any surprise. Maybe the tires will magically fix themselves. It could happen. Definitely only have rear brakes still. Not the most ideal, but they are doing stuff, so that's good. Other than all the tire wobble on the loose steering, Drives pretty nice. Obviously, I'm not pushing it very hard, but with the brakes and all. It seems to handle pretty well, I mean. Oh yeah. There's no body roll. Nice. Sway bars work. That is a lot nicer than I expected. That's a good time. Oh no! Too many G-forces. The bushy stuff down here at the river is just getting out of control. Anyway, look at this absolute unit. I suppose I probably could have aired up the tires, but Hey, the choke linkage is actually working now. And I managed to adjust the idle down quite a bit. Okay, for some reason the idle screws are out like 27 turns, and I got that one to go in, but the other one's stuck. I gotta fix that muffler. This thing is gonna sound sweet. Subtle. I like that. Okay, the filter did stop leaking. I did twist it on ever so slightly harder, so maybe that helped. Just remember there's a bunch of tools and stuff in the trunk. Maybe I got a screwdriver. Man, Darian really spoiled me on this deal. Look at all this. Brand new belts, spare spark plug wires, the toolkit of course. I'm pretty much ready for a road trip. Okay, that's not great. Minor flooding going on. And unfortunately that one doesn't want to play ball. I got this one adjusted to perfection and it does idle a lot nicer. What a nice running engine. It's always a good sign for me, you know, a hint I'm headed in the right direction with tuning a car, when all of a sudden it makes enough horsepower to make the belt squeal. Okay. I like this thing. Yep. Suspension's good enough to outclass the tires a little bit. Uh-oh. That's not good. That thing was expensive. Too much fun. Again, with no front brakes, I don't think it's going to do it on pavement, but that's good stuff. I'm really coming around to the late V-body way of thinking. These cars are cool. Maybe they're not as cool as, you know, General Lee Chargers and Coronet Super Bs and that sort of thing, but they ride nice. Nice. They're relatively affordable. They're not screaming horsepower monsters or anything, but pretty cool.
Employment's low. All right, back to how this affects groceries and everything else. When unemployment is really, really low, you get into wage wars. They raise.
I'm learning so much. Unfortunately, I think this driver's power window motor is checked all the way out, and no amount of hitting it will make it work again. The 79 Chrysler 300 is awesome. I'm getting pretty excited to drive this thing, and I think that's actually going to happen soon because I got everything I need for a state inspection and a temporary registration. Now I just have to twiddle my thumbs and wait for all those brake parts to come in and do a bunch of other stuff. Oh look, a C-body. I need to work on that again. Oh yeah, nice. Doesn't this seem about right? It does to me. This thing ain't light. Oh yeah. You quit running. I think the electric pump just lost power or something. Who knows? I really wanted to wash it, but the window stuck open's kind of a problem, so now I guess I have to find a window motor. I should probably just get it over with and order a new fuel tank, but I think I'm gonna try and clean this one. I don't know, it seems like the thing to do. Plus, I'm not entirely sure they reproduce them for these. Either way, I think I'm just gonna end this video here. It ran, it drove, it threw gravel, and it kinda stopped. And that was excellent. I'm getting pretty excited about this thing, and there are definitely some things I want to do with it. Yeah, things. The best thing is the drivetrain is just rock solid. I think it really does have as few kilometers as the dash says. This car seems to be really popular on the channel, and that's great. I think it's going to be around for a while. Maybe it's my new daily driver. Probably not, but maybe for a bit. How cool would that be? It's certainly comfortable enough, and everything works. It's amazing. I've gotten a lot of comments about pepping up the 360, and I may well do that. Really though, I just want to make it drive down the road. If there's something you'd like to see me do with this car, I don't know, something fun, let me know in the comments. I do read all of those, by the way. I answer questions too. Just one of many services I offer. Oh yeah, I should probably make my Charger drivable again. Anyway, as ever, thank you very much for watching. And remember, life is short. Stop to pet the doggies. No, don't pet me back.